Alright guys, Bo D here. Today we're making a video. We're going to be making a video response to Greg over at Ballistic BBQ. The contest consists of a barbecued sandwich, or a sandwich that has to be made on the barbecue. So I'm going to be making a steak and cheese. Well, we're going to call this, you've heard of a Philly cheesesteak. This is going to be a Boston cheesesteak, or as we call it in this household, Bowston cheesesteak. Alright, first let's make the mayo. We have one egg yolk here. See that, Ash? Mm-hmm. Look at that pretty little thing, right? Okay, we're going to beat the egg yolk till it's creamy. Then we're going to very slowly add 1 cup of oil. Okay, so we'll get that done. We'll come back in a minute. Alright guys, we switched bowls. The other bowl was a little too big. See the nice mayo we're getting here? Nice and thick. Go ahead, Ash, add it. Just keep adding it very slow and keep whipping. Just like that. Alright guys, we'll cut back when we get it done. We'll add our horseradish and mustard and so forth. Check back in a second. Our mustard in there, horseradish. Let's dump it in the bowl. We'll refrigerate this until we need it. Next step, we're going to make our sauce. Alright, the mayo is made. We got that setting up in the fridge. Next step, we're going to make some sauce here. Actually, I'm going to make a sun-dried tomato, red bell pepper, garlic pesto. So what we want to do is we want to get these two guys on the grill along with this garlic. We're going to roast the garlic. Let's prep this clove of garlic. Cut the top off, right, Ash? Mm-hmm. So it's like that. We'll put it in our little pan here. We're going to get that on the grill. A little bit of olive oil on the bottom. I'm going to drizzle some olive oil right on top, Ash. See that, honey? Mm-hmm. Like so. And I'm going to add a little bit of pinch of kosher salt right on top like that. See it?
Yep.
That's all. A little bit of fresh cracked black. Okay, we'll get that in the, let's get that on the grill with our peppers. Okay, we'll get these inside. We'll get them processed. Put them on the plate. Oh yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's check the garlic. Oh yeah, that's what I call roasted garlic right there. Roasted red pepper and our sun-dried tomato pesto sauce, okay? We're going to need some, of course, sun-dried tomatoes. These are in the jar. There's about 5 or 6 of them in there with a little bit of the oil. Okay, we have our roasted red peppers in about 1/8 of a cup of olive oil. Awesome looking roasted garlic. It's just completely caramelized and so forth. It's going to be awesome. And we're going to use 1 fresh clove of garlic, a little bit of kosher salt, some black pepper. Okay, let's get that in the food mill. Into the bowl, we got our fresh pesto sauce. Hopefully you can see that pretty good. Okay, let's slice up some fresh parsley right out of the garden. Cut the stems off. Bunch them up a little. Give them a rough chop. Get it right into the bowl. Quick stir. It's looking good. We'll set this aside. Okay guys, let's make the dry rub now. Let's make the rub. I'm going to add a little something to this rub. I'm going to add a little bit of coffee, some roasted coffee. Okay, we're going to get a couple of heaping tablespoons into your cast iron pan there. Like so. Okay, get them in there. Get that on the stove or get it on the grill. If you're going to put it on the stove, you want to cook that for about 30 seconds, 45 seconds on medium heat. Take it off, let it cool down, then we're going to pulverize it in the blender. If you're going to put it in the grill, pop it in the grill for about a minute on the upper grill. Okay, you just want to kind of get the juices flowing out of the coffee there. Okay, let's get that done. We'll come back and show you how we make this rub here. So guys, we've got our coffee roasted and cooled down. Okay, let's get that in the blender. Pulverize that. Next up, guys, we're going to add our dried porcini mushroom. Okay, guys, good to go. You're going to dump your blended mushroom blend and coffee into the bowl. pretty coarse. This is a pretty coarse rub. Okay, now we're going to add some crushed black to that. Crushed black, some garlic powder, and we're going to add some kosher salt. Okay, about 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder or granular, and about 2 teaspoons of coarse black pepper. Okay, so let's get that in the mix there. Let's see if I can do that like that, guys. We'll get the black pepper in there. I have that set really coarse. And we'll get back to that. We'll add garlic powder or granular. I like to use granular for this, if you have it. I'm going to do about a tablespoon of that. And get that all mixed up. And about a tablespoon of coarse salt. Okay, and that's going to be our rub for the meat. A little more black. Guys, I got some meat here. I asked my butcher for some flap meat, which is, like I said, is the sirloin tip meat that they make sirloin tips out of. Okay, and he gave me flank steak. And I told him I didn't want flank steak. I told him I want a flap meat. He told me it was the same thing. I told him it wasn't, but to make a long story short, he told me it was just labeled wrong or whatever. I looked at it, it looked good, so whether this is flank steak or flat meat, they do look very similar. Both those cuts of meat are cooked the same, pretty much on high heat, quick, fast, high heat, not low and slow. So let's get it done. I'll show you what this meat looks like, and we'll get it done over here. A little bit of oil both sides. Clean your hands first. Okay, now we're going to get some dry rub on there. I'm going to totally blacken this thing. This is going to look like blackened catfish, except it's going to be beef. Okay, we can roll that up, and we'll throw it in a Ziploc bag, throw it in the fridge for about 20 minutes, half an hour. We'll be ready for the grill. Eat them as they are. Delicious grilled. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we'll get these on the plate. We'll give them a little drizzle of olive oil. Get them ready for the grill. Okay, a little olive oil in the other pan here for our onions. Let's get our Vidalia onions sliced up, Ash. The shrooms are looking good. They got some slight grill marks on them. The aroma is fantastic coming off them. You don't want to dry them out. See, this one's starting to dry out. You want them nice and juicy still. So try to get them while they're still a little bit juicy looking. Those are nice and done. See them, Ash? Let's get them inside. Now, onions here are halfway cooked. So what we're going to do now is to these, we're going to add our roasted peppers that we made earlier. Let's add that now, Ash. Make sure you got a mitt, guys, because if you're working with this cast iron, you're going to get burned sooner or later. Right, Ash?
Yep.
Okay, can you see them onions in there, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let that cook down. We'll give that a few more minutes. And our coals are just about ready for our steak. We'll get that on there. Okay, guys, we've got 4 minutes. I'm going to give it a flip. I had to pull it back a little bit. Oh, that's perfect right there. Okay, I had to pull it back a little bit. So this edge here, I'm going to give it 2 minutes, and then I'm going to flip it around this way and give it 2 minutes. Okay, because it's just, I have way too much coal over there. I was planning on cooking all this other stuff over here. So we just got to back it off a little bit. Okay, we're going to go 2 minutes on this edge. I'll spin it 2 minutes. Then I'll pull it way over here. I'm going to do it, give it like 5 minutes. Then we'll bring it in. It should be a nice medium rare. And the smell from this is fantastic, guys. We've got our roasted peppers, our sweet Vidalia onion. That's just about done. Okay, our meat's almost done. I'm going to bring everything inside and let's get the bread on the grill. 2 minutes, we'll bring it in, we'll start the assembly. Guys, let's get it cut up. You can see the grain is running this way, so what you want to do is you want to cut it with the grain. Always cut the steak with the grain. Oh, that's perfect, Ash. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Medium, medium rare. That is beautiful. Okay, so after you cut it with the grain, you want to cut it against the grain this way. Look at all that juice. All right, guys, obviously this is the thin end, so that's going to be like well done. You know, something that's really still tender looking. Really nice, really nice. Okay, let's get that sliced up. Beautiful, beautiful meat. Okay, this is coming into medium here. Beautiful. Really nice. Okay, this is medium rare over here. Look at that crust, would you? Look at that, beautiful. Can you see over here, honey? Look, beautiful. Okay, let's get it all sliced up, and then we'll show you how we're going to put the cheese on it. Okay, let's get the bread on the grill. 2 minutes, we'll bring it in, we'll start the assembly. Guys, let's start the build here. We have our roasted red pepper and sun-dried tomato pesto here. Okay, we're going to get that on one side. Okay, that's looking good. Let's get our homemade mayo. This is horseradish mayo that we made. Homemade. That looks really good, Ash. That's going to go really good with the beef. Really, really nice. That's ready to go. Let's melt the cheese on our steak. Over here, Ash. Let me show you how we're going to do this, guys. I saw this done once before. It was actually last night I saw it. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning. I was asleep. I must have been dreaming because that's when I first saw this technique. So let's give this a try. See if we can melt the cheese on this. Okay, guys. There's one, Ash. Real American cheese. You don't want to use the stuff in the package, you know. This is fresh slice from the deli. Okay, we'll get our American cheese on there. Bing, bang, boom. Now we're gonna grate some nice Fontina cheese here on a plate. This is really nice Italian cheese. It melts like cream. It's gonna be really nice in that steak and cheese. And that Boston cheesesteak, right, Ash?
Yep.
Okay, don't be skimping on the cheese now. Can you handle that, honey? Mm-hmm. Sweet. That's looking good, huh?
Yep.
Okay, how are we gonna melt this now, Ash? Let's heat up the burner. I'm gonna get that good and hot. Actually, what I want to do, guys, is I want to take this right off the heat. I want to heat my pan up. I don't want my steak to overcook, so pull that off the heat. Heat up the pan, lukewarm water. It's beautiful. Okay, let's get these in there. Like so. A little bit of water on the bottom. Let that steam for about 15-20 seconds. Let's assemble. Let's get our grilled mushrooms on there. Portobello's. Okay, let's grab our steak. Ooh, that's melted rather nicely, Ashley. Look at that, huh? Mm-hmm. Set that on the plate. Okay, let's get our onions over there. Over here, Ash. I'm going to get our peppers and onions on this side. You see that, honey? Mm-hmm. She looking good?
Yep.
Here we go. I'm going to do one side here. Oh, that's looking good. That's sweet looking. Oh, that was almost for the chef, Ash, right there. See that, doll? Mm-hmm. Okay? That's what I'm talking about, guys. Okay? One for the chef and one for the chef's wife. You can have it, Ash. Wow. Fantastic, guys. All right. Let's try to fold it in. You ready, Ash? Mm-hmm. Oh, she's coming apart on me. I'm just going to take that right off, guys, and fold it right over. Look at that bad boy. Okay, let's center it. Hold on, we're not done yet. There's a lot of goodness in there, guys. Let's finish her off with some stuffed peppers for the top. Welcome to Bo's Cafe, guys. Let me just grab a chunk of this and we'll give it the old taste test. Okay, first we're going to eat this. Delicious. Give it a try, guys. Wow. Delicious, guys. Give it a try. Boston cheesesteak, guys. Enjoy. Greg, thanks for running the contest. Good luck to everybody, and you guys have a happy, safe 4th. Enjoy, guys.